Hi there, welcome to episode 11 of Detroit Become Human. Thanks for joining me, I hope you're good. We'll go back to episode 10 in a moment. I just want to say going forwards, there'll definitely be this episode and possibly one more. I don't honestly know now how long the story is because it occurred to me overnight that the actual length of this story depends upon the actions and survival of the three main characters, Connor, Cara and Markus. And as we've seen in episode 10, things can change. So whether that will lengthen or shorten the story, I don't know. But it is possible I will end up with my final episode being slightly shorter than I thought it was going to be as a result, whatever that final episode number is. But I have promised that we will look at the extras on the game and also to give Chloe some airtime to talk to us and explain her many theories on life. So that very final episode may be an amalgamation of some gameplay to the end of the game plus those bits. Just thought I'd explain that for when it happens. Right. Let's go back, look at episode 10. Oh my goodness me. Connor is dead. All the Connors are dead. The series is decommissioned, finished with and gone. Why is this? Because Amanda has decided that in her eyes Connor is a failure. He has not fulfilled his brief, which was to discover the cause of the deviancy and not just that, but to also help with finding the solution. The solution would have been to track down Markus and Jericho and deal with all the androids who were there. That can't happen because Connor failed to extract this information when he was given the chance at Kamski's house. So he was terminated by Amanda. That's the simple reason of how he died. The more complex reason, of course, is that it's because of the choices he made in previous episodes. This is an agglomeration. This is the culmination of all those choices. That's what's killed him. He died, in effect, because he's now decided that android life is as valuable as human life. And it would be just as wrong to kill an android as to kill a human. He told Kamski he was on the side of the humans, but of course that was what Kamski wanted to hear, I think. And then when he's given the gun and he's pointing it at the Chloe and told to kill her and kill her and I'll tell you anything you need to know to help you solve this case, he can't do it. He chooses not to. He's got Kamski telling him pull the trigger. He's got Hank saying don't do it, Connor. Maybe Hank was saying it because he felt that doing it was playing into Kamski's game, that it would strengthen the power position of Kamski by doing what he wanted, and that by not doing what he wanted, it kept them in a better position. I don't know. Maybe Hank just thought, a bit of Connor's rub off on Hank, as we said, that it would be wrong to kill Chloe. I also think, from Connor's point of view, he may have had a bit of an inkling of this power struggle that was going on, but I think mostly with Connor, it was simply the feeling that this is an innocent android. She's done nothing wrong. Why should she deserve to die? And he couldn't be the instrument of her death. That was clear. He could not pull the trigger. Subsequently, he doesn't get the information. We know what happens as a result. When they're outside and Hank questions him about, the fact that he didn't kill the Chloe, Connor can't really explain why. He just knew he couldn't do it, that it was wrong. And that explanation satisfies Hank, but I think it also confirms to Hank that, Connor really is now a deviant. I think Hank knew it. I think Kamski knew it. And I'm certainly sure that Amanda knew it. And I think there was a little bit of that behind her decision to terminate not just this Connor, but all the future Connors, because she felt there was this risk that, they'd had their chance, they'd become deviant, they'd become contaminated by this deviancy outbreak and couldn't be trusted any further. I also think, when Connor at his deathbed, if you like, seemed to protest to Amanda and say, oh, give me one more chance, and I deserve it, I promise I'll do better, and she dismissed this, I think he knew that he wasn't going to get the extra chance. If he had got the extra chance, I'm not sure he would have used it the way Amanda would have wanted him to. I think something changed in him at that point with the Chloe. You know, it became very, very clear and apparent to him, I am deviant. And I think if she had fallen for it, I don't think she ever would, but if she'd reanimated yet one more Connor, I'm not sure that Connor would have been on her side. I think he would have used his time to further help the cause of the androids becoming free, and this time more overtly rather than by his inaction, if you like, if you will. He's gone anyway, but he died a free android, freeing himself, I think, from that point on. I don't think he was going to follow any instruction of Amanda's beyond that. I think he knew that freedom was what all androids deserved and ultimately were going to achieve. I think also he probably knew, inevitably, that his death, by not being there to collect any information now and pass it on to Amanda, has probably protected Markus and Jericho for a little while at least from imminent police intervention, and goodness knows what would have ensued in the case of that. So it wasn't a fruitless death. I think, inevitably there will be people who know this game and I do not, who will be saying to me, oh, you've missed out so much. Connor was supposed to do this and Connor was meant to do that, and there would have been this happen and this event and that interaction, and great portentous things would have occurred later. Well, they won't, because I'm playing the game honestly. And that's how it's turned out. Connor is gone. As far as I know, Connor is gone. I'm assuming he's not going to return again, but I'm assuming he's gone. Let's turn to someone else who's gone. Hank. Hank is gone too. He's still alive, but he's back in Homicide. Is that it now? Is he off Android cases altogether? Is he not going to want to continue the work that Connor started? I don't know. I think he may, in Homicide, still come across cases of odd androids attacking and killing humans, because not all androids who've heard the message or will have heard the message from Markus and have signed up to this pacifist, non-confrontational approach, even when they're threatened by humans now. It may be the odd android will still react badly if they get cases, as the media has warned against, of people taking it into their own hands to decommission their android before they're waiting to be collected by the authorities. It might be there'll be the odd android who'll go off the deep end and attack the human that's threatening them. And I suppose Hank could get involved at that point, but probably not. Is he going to miss his android sidekick? Is Batman going to miss Robin? Yes. Is he a changed man because of the time he spent with Connor? Yes, I think he is. I think his future attitude to and interactions with androids will be very different as a result of the time he spent with Connor, and that's another way that Connor lives on, even though Amanda has terminated him. So that's that. Let's quickly look at Kamski, because I'm not sure we've seen the last of him. His role seems quite pivotal, actually. He is this, this father figure of the android existence. He's got this elevated status. He is disconnected from society. He feels detached from everything. He's this sort of amused observer now of what's unfolding out there, the chaos that's ensuing, and the media reports and everything else. I suspect he's known all along that the androids would evolve in this way. I don't think it's come as a surprise to him at all. He has more knowledge about how humans could deal with it than he's prepared to divulge, but maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe the stuff he was going to tell Connor and Hank was going to prove of no use at all. He is a game player. Making Connor hold a gun to Chloe's head when he's just described her as this beautiful creation of his, who you think he values. He's got enough Chloes around him, whether they are his servants or playthings, or I have no idea. But the fact is, he surrounds himself with this beauty, and yet he's willing to destroy bits of it on a whim almost, as a sort of challenge, as a test, this Kamski test that he calls it. It's a hideous thing. He is a game player. I don't think he's going to be surrendering or destroying his Chloe collection. I think he thinks of himself as above all of that. He's got this godlike attitude to them. He's on no one side but his own, and yet he clearly knows an awful lot. He probably thinks that humanity deserves what it's getting, that he created this perfect thing and gave it to humanity, and they've corrupted it and perverted it, and now he sees the media's approach to this, the media's take on it, the slant, as being that, they're rebelling, they're rising up against their human masters. He's probably enjoying it. He has no intention, I think, of getting his hands dirty by intervening to shape how these things are going to unfold. Maybe there'll be some accountability to be had, when the dust settles and everybody looks around for who's responsible for this. Maybe Kamski will not come out of this unscathed and unblamed. Also, I find, I mentioned his Chloes, but I find them unsettling. Two of his Chloes, the ones who were in the swimming pool, were chatting. This seems weird. It's possible they are non-free androids, and he's simply built into them, because he's clever. This chat ability, that they're meant to behave even more like humans by, conversing or appearing to about just everyday stuff, because that seemed to be what they were talking about. Or could it be that they have actually become free androids, but because of the opulence and the rather nice way in which they seem to live, they've decided to stay? I don't think we'll ever know. Just as, free human beings are different, and they've got different personalities, and some are good and some are not so good, and some are kind and some are cruel. Is there this sort of implication here that this can't be the same for androids? That free androids can't exhibit these wild variations in personality and morality and all the rest? I don't know. That's something that's bubbling under the surface, isn't it? It's one of the consequences of becoming free. Let's move on to Markus. Markus, he's full of self-doubt. He's not sure what to do when we first see him in episode 10, how to convince the humans to, free the remaining androids, to stop destroying the ones that they are destroying, stop whittling down the numbers of them. He's definitely savvy about the power of the media and having them at least cover events to bring them to a wider audience. I don't think he can do a great deal about the slant and interpretation that the media is insisting on putting on things, but he wants them to see what's happening. He needs them to see that they are non-confrontational, that they're non-violent. It becomes obvious that the reason he's been recruiting all these androids, and indeed at the start of episode 10 recruits hundreds more, not perhaps the thousands that the rather concerned police officer who was facing them on his own initially said on his radio, but certainly hundreds of them, is because he wanted to organise a peace march. And he runs this peace march, and it's very slow paced. There's nothing confrontational, there's nothing scary about it. It's just androids walking down the street. And then when they're faced down by the riot police, and he's got conflicting advice from North and Josh and Simon saying, I think we should hold our ground, I think we should fight, I think we should back off, we're not going to achieve anything here by us all dying. He eventually chooses, after he's delivered his speech saying, we want to be free, that's all we're asking, we're not going to hurt you, we're not here to cause any violence or do anyone any harm, we simply want you to be hearing the message and give us what we're asking for. He chooses to stand his ground. And then, of course, we have this business where the human police, the riot police, fire 2 volleys of shots into the androids. Some of the androids are killed. And at that point, having made his message clear having achieved what it was, I think, that he'd set out to show that even in the face of massive human aggression, killing androids, they would still not be provoked into violence themselves. Only at that point does he tell everybody to withdraw. And he knows that he's, got the media coverage that he wanted. He knows too that there are plenty of humans who've witnessed this happen. And, subsequently when we hear the media reports, they're still giving this somewhat alarmist slant to it. There's a difference between their portrayal of events, which is alarmist and sort of fueling the fires of us versus them, and can we trust them anymore, and what should we do with them, and are they trying to overthrow us? There's a difference between that and the human accounts, which they do cover but don't give any commentary on, which essentially all agree that the androids were just peacefully protesting, and that they were essentially attacked. The police opened fire on them without provocation. Of course, he is in this romantic relationship now with North, so she disapproved of the stance that he'd taken, the approach he'd taken with the peace march. But I think that's going to help sustain him. Josh also disapproves. Simon, bless him, back from the dead Simon, he approves. But exactly what's going to happen now with Marcus and the android movement, I think, depends upon the human reaction to what they've just seen. And we don't know what that's going to be. So lastly, in episode 10, because it was one of those rare episodes where we saw all three of our main characters, we saw what happened with Cara and Alice. First off, Ruth, her next step in their path to freedom and their route to Canada turns out to be Markus and Jericho, of course. What else was it going to be? I thought there might have been some intermediate steps, but we know we're straight there. So now the remaining two main characters, that's Cara and Markus, actually get to meet. That's the first time. So this is good. Secondly, of course, Cara and Alice. It's out now. Part of my theory is correct. Poor Cara, I say poor, she stumbles upon another Alice in Jericho, but this one's an android, and suddenly the penny drops and she realises that her Alice is also an android. The truth has been staring her in the face all along. Luther very gently explains to her, the signs were there. And it's all the things I talked about in my theory, plus some more. A couple where Alice had been talking to Cara and said, "Why do humans hate us?" Referring to them collectively as androids, but Cara just didn't pick up on it. I heard it, but I didn't sort of want to make too much of that because, the Cara and Alice theory, as I said, was still in its little box and wasn't properly out being discussed at that point. Luther does a tremendous job of saying, look, you, Cara, needed someone to care for, and there was Alice. Alice needed a mother, and there were you. So, you needed each other. You saw what you wanted to see in Alice, which was a little girl needing a mother, and you wanted that to happen. And he says to her, does it make it any less real that the feelings you have for Alice, these strong feelings of wanting to protect and care for her and love her, does it make them any less real knowing now that Alice is an android than had she been a human girl? And Cara sits down next to Alice. Luther withdraws, and Cara reinforces to Alice that they are a family unit, that she cares for her, that they're going to be together. So that was a lovely positive end. It also made me wonder too, going back to my theory, and I am not going to talk too much about that either, because there's bits of that are still not explained. If Alice was Todd's daughter, we still don't actually know what happened, unless I've missed something, to Todd's biological daughter. We know his wife left, but we don't know what happened to the daughter there, whether she died, whether wife took her with her, or whatever. Maybe we'll find out, maybe we won't. I suppose the big question for Cara and Alice now is, will Marcus's documents that he's arranging for them be sufficient to get them to Canada? Are we approaching, the crux point of their journey and story? Or are there going to be some twists and turns in between? And are we going to be looking for a plan B in a hurry? And what is that plan B? Should we have to follow it? I don't know. Okay, that was it. They were my thoughts from episode 10, and it's high time now. We ploughed on. Let's get into episode 11 of Detroit Become Human. Ooh, here we go. Oh, for a minute I thought that was Hank visiting Connor. Oh, Marcus. Carl. I think we should be reflective. Should we be heartful? Let's be heartful.
I'm lost, Carl. I just wanted us to live in peace, but everything I touch just turns to dust.
I know you're conflicted. Let's do conflicted.
I'm lost.
You said that.
The world's falling apart around me, and I'm trying to do the right thing. And I can't find any answers.
I don't think you're going to find the answers on your own. I think you're going to have to rely on the humans to be part of the answer as well as part of the problem. Let's go with advice.
What should I do, Carl? They're killing us. I don't want to answer violence with violence, but what choice do I have?
Oh gosh, what choice is that? Despairing, emotional, and lost. Don't do lost again, you've said that already. Let's go emotional.
I miss you, Carl. I miss you so much.
Yeah, do you know, I think Carl would have some words of wisdom for you, but you've spent a long time with him, so I should think you'd be able to think in your head, what is he likely to tell me to do? See, that's something they share, isn't it? Here's a human. I think a human. Oh. What did I just miss? Was that something significant? I thought that was just something that they shared, a human sharing grief.
Humans have decided to exterminate us. Our people are packed in camps right now, being destroyed. Time has come to make a choice.
Oh no. No.
One that very well may determine the future of our people.
We're going to march peacefully. We're not going to assault the camps, because that's just going to be...
I know.
Blue bloodshed.
I know you're all angry. And I know you want to fight back. But I assure you, violence is not the answer here. We are going to tell them peacefully that we want justice. And if there's any humanity in them, they will listen. And if not, others will take our place and continue this fight. Are you ready to follow me?
Yes, they are. It's shame. Oh, look. They approve of him. I'm going to move this across so you can see the reactions of people. Yeah, the people like him, but North, her opinion of him went down further. Oh. Okay. What happened there? Marcus among the people. Okay. There's a massive bit of Marcus's potential activity there that we're not going to see, and I wonder if that's because Connor's death has prevented human intervention in Jericho directly, and it's bought Marcus time to at least go and see Carl's grave and think and reflect and choose and put to his people a path forward which they've actually accepted. Yeah, I don't want to look at Connor's flowchart because we've already seen it. I don't think there's going to be anything new. Go on, I'll have a look, but I don't think there's anything new. You see, look, this is interesting. Had Connor survived, he would have had a continuing presence in the story. That's interesting. That's clever that they've given you this indication that, you know, was he not dead, he'd still be exerting his influence on this. All right, well, look, we've got to continue.
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared. Civilian movement will be strictly controlled.
Oh, Madam President, what are you doing?
Assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies.
Wow.
In addition to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Please?
Oh, what should we ask them about?
Madam President!
Worrying.
A convoy of medical cobalt is reported missing. Army weapons stores are also said to have been robbed. Can you confirm these reports?
I have no information on that at this time.
Gosh, you can see how they'd be concerned, Deviant leader.
Has the leader of the deviants been apprehended?
No.
The deviant that is known as Markus has not been located yet, but we will soon track it down and neutralize it.
Okay, well, let's ask you about hacking as well then.
Is it true that the androids could hack our IT systems, like nuclear power plants and military bases?
All androids working on sensitive sites have been neutralized, and all IT systems have been suspended to avoid any risks of hacking. The situation is under control.
Madam President!
Oh, Madam President. It doesn't sound like it is. Let's talk about intelligent life.
Many believe that androids are a new form of intelligent life. Do you have any
This would be
comments?
interesting.
That's ridiculous. Next question, please.
Is that it? On what basis are you saying that that is ridiculous? Let's ask about
Madam President!
CyberLife.
CyberLife. Will androids be banned definitively?
Yeah, we all want an answer to
We work
that.
very closely with CyberLife to neutralize all deviants. I won't make any comments about anything else until we've dealt with the android question.
Oh, wow.
That will be all.
That's clever, isn't it? Because she's not saying that it'll be the end of CyberLife. She's not saying it'll be the end of androids. She referred to deviants. She's looking for a fix. Once they've destroyed all the deviant androids, all the present crop.
It won't be easy to get through.
The last bus leaves in 20 minutes.
Hey, Cara.
Gotta move fast.
Hey, Luther. Oh, 20 minutes. I'm going to put myself back over the other side of the screen here because there may be some stuff that we need to look at. Talk. Chat with Alice. We've got 20 minutes. You can waste time chatting.
I'm really cold.
Oh, no. Let's deactivate the hot cold settings. Is that going to be dangerous in any way, do you think? Shouldn't be, should it? Is that better?
You'll feel better now.
Good work, Mum.
Thanks.
Right, come on. Let's do what we've got to do here. Luther, where are you? Oh, he's come wandering off. I love this frozen road surface. It looks really very authentic. Oh no. We've got some... I suppose you'd call it murdered androids. And we've got a gun. Luther. Okay, Luther's taking the gun. Oh. Hide.
No, please don't hurt me.
Oh, this is the police
What are we gonna do?
rounding them up. Sneak past.
If we want to catch that bus.
Yep.
Stay close to me. We're going to sneak past them without being noticed.
We're going to try. This is me you're talking about.
Make it, Alice, I promise you.
I wish I could promise that. Oh, game, you're going to make this down to me, aren't you? Oh, darn it, game. Hide. I understand. Let's hide. Oh, there's another hide place. Yeah, let's go. We made it. Gonna have to be careful here, aren't we?
We need to be careful.
Yeah, I gathered that, Luther. That one's high risk. Oh, the risk's going down. I see. Go.
Hurry up. Get in.
It's taken me a moment to realise that's how this works. That's low risk. Let's go now. Quick, 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 while it's low risk. Sometimes the risk is decreasing, sometimes it's increasing. No, 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 don't watch this.
It's the Jerry's. We can't help them. The soldiers are everywhere.
She's right, Alice.
We can't just leave them. They're going to kill them.
Oh. Gotta save them.
All right. I'll go. You wait here.
Let me go, Kara.
No. Stay with Alice.
Oh, I wish I wasn't doing this. This is you, Alice. You've influenced me into doing this. What have I got to do? What have I got to do, game? I have no weapons.
I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're going to...
Oh, I see. L1.
No, please.
Oh. I take it the Jerrys are over there.
Fucking androids.
What's the risk assessment of this? Go. No, 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 no. You didn't hear anything. Oh, crikey. Find a weapon. Where's a weapon? Oh, it's behind me. It's a good job I look behind me. Okay, let's do this. Square. Ooh, that's going to hurt in the morning. I should take some aspirin.
You saved us.
We did.
We don't know how to thank you. Where's the little one?
She's all right. She's hiding nearby.
She's fine.
Go before they see you.
Go. I'm not quite sure about the identity of those people. Oh, that's high risk. We won't do that then. Wait, wait, wait. 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 Wait, wait, wait. Go. Well done. Well done, Cara. Oh, have we got to save a load more? No. No, that's... we don't have to save you because you're dead. Okay. Go. I think we've just about made it, haven't we? I hate things like this. I hate things like this. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Wait, wait. You just got to be patient. Go. Okay, we're going to the bus terminal, are we? The bus station? I'm presuming you've got the papers that Marcus gave
We
you.
have passports. It should be okay, but you never know.
That's what I said.
Maybe we should take the detour and avoid the risk.
We're almost out of time. We could miss the bus.
Yeah, but it might be safer.
No, we're not going to miss the bus. I'm not missing the bus. We'll go checkpoint risky. Come on, we've got the papers. We've just got to be calm. Oh, I don't like this.
Carry guns. They make me nervous.
They make everybody nervous.
Calm. All right, Luther.
I should think
Don't do anything until I say
in this situation of sort of semi-martial law, everyone's on edge. Yeah, show my ID. Got nothing to hide.
You do realize there's a curfew?
Yep.
Civilians aren't allowed out unless absolutely necessary. Where are you going?
we're going to... our car broke down.
Our car just broke down. We're finishing on foot. We live nearby.
He suspects something.
No, he doesn't. Stay calm.
Stay calm. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
You all right, little girl?
She's fine. She's cold.
Something wrong?
Yeah, she's freezing. She's cold.
She's cold. We really have to get her home fast.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful.
That's alright.
There are deviants around and our guys are nervous.
Yeah, you never know. You never know where these androids might be, huh?
Hey, wait a minute.
He knows, Kara.
Do nothing.
He's gonna kill us.
No.
Don't do anything, Luther. You hear me?
Yes,
They're
don't.
gonna shoot.
No.
They're gonna kill Alice.
Do as you're told, please. Everybody do nothing. I'm telling you to do nothing. All of you.
You dropped this.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we go now? I can't. Oh, Luther. Luther's stock went up there. He behaved very well.
We're coming to you live from
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Androids are marching through the city at this very moment.
This is how they covered it.
The leader of the deviants, the one they call Markus, is at the head of the march.
Something's happening in Detroit, Madam President.
Something new. Oh, he's doing it again. But this time outside the camps. March towards camp. Okay, I'm going to switch my webcam over to the other side of the screen again so you don't get obstruction views of what people are thinking of Marcus's actions. Oh, this is amazing. Even though it's a very far off distance, I am controlling Marcus's direction here slightly. I can't alter his pace of movement, that's set, but the direction you can influence. Detroit home run with a baseball bat. That's something of a joke, isn't it, I think? Given you know, baseball bats have been used in violence against androids. Wasn't that what Ortiz hit his android with?
Here we are. The moment of truth.
Oh boy. Let's L1. Will you? Will you? Madam President, you're watching this about to unfold and it's being covered by the media. We're going to keep moving. Oof, surrounded on all sides. Look at this, look at this. This is public opinion at stake here. Be peaceful.
We don't want confrontation.
That's it.
We are protesting peacefully.
I repeat, surrender now, or we will open fire.
I don't know what to do here. I honestly don't know what to do. I got Connor killed. Please don't let me get everybody else killed. Let's be calm.
We ask that you release all androids detained in camps and cease all aggression against us. We are peaceful.
Oh yes.
We will not resort to violence.
Yes, public opinion's going up.
Our people are free.
You see, I think that was a mix of calm and firm, actually. Well, we're sort of edging forwards very slowly here. No. We're just going to keep going. It looks like we're just going to keep marching towards them. Well, we're losing numbers here. Sooner or later he's going to lose somebody that he really knows. Do we kneel? Do we sit? Let's kneel. They're
Are you gonna
androids.
open fire on unarmed protesters?
Maybe not. Maybe not. Everybody's ready for this next bit.
Yes, Michael, we are less than 100 meters away and events are unfolding as we speak. We will continue to bring you live updates. Joss Douglas,
Thank goodness you're there, Joss.
Michael, back to you.
No, don't go back to Michael.
Marcus, what do we do now?
We hold out.
Yeah, just stay there.
As long as we can.
Yes. You're androids. You could stay there all day. Oh, we're bipping backwards and forwards here.
We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
Got plenty of time. Right, anybody got any money? I presume...
Bus for the border is full. Ticket holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us on.
It's the last bus out of Detroit.
We're stuck here now. What are we going to do?
Plan B. Find tickets. How am I going to do that? Find tickets. We can't buy tickets, can we? Are you suggesting that we steal tickets? No, you must be able to buy them, surely. Oh, what's that over there? Is that a ticket booth? No, it's not a ticket booth. Oh. I don't like what's about to happen here, but I think I know what it is.
Security check.
Oh, careful. Hello. It's a lovely baby you have there.
I think Oliver likes you.
Really? What's your name?
Yes.
She's adorable.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in my bag.
Great. Let's go then.
Ooh, ooh. She's dropped the tickets. Pick them up. There's no alternative here. We've got to. I mean, it's theft by finding, isn't it? I think it's called. When you pick something up that you know belongs to somebody else. Hey, come on. I'm going to put the camera on the other side again.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Never mind.
Keep them. You're going to have to.
Sorry.
What are we gonna do? We can't stay here.
Yeah, but you're safe because you're humans. They're not safe because they're androids. Keep them.
Sorry,
Come on,
honey.
Alice.
I don't know what happened. They were right here in my bag.
Security check.
Catch the bus. Do it. Luther, where are you? Show the tickets.
Got your tickets?
Yes, here they are.
Okay, go ahead.
We've made it. I mean, Luther's going to take up 2 seats because of the size of him, but we'll have a very uncomfortable journey. Where's the bus, please? There's the bus. Thank you. I can't believe we're actually getting on board this bus. Let's go.
What's going to happen to that family in their
They're humans. Don't worry. They'll look after them.
Will they die because of us?
No. Reassure her.
No. No, of course not.
I actually believe that. They won't die. They're humans. They've only got something to worry about if they're androids. And they're not androids, are they? Hope not. Another theory out of the water. Oh, well done. Yes, Kara. Yes. Goodbye, Detroit. Maybe we'll be back one day. Hey. Does that mean I've actually done it? I've saved Kara, Alice and Luther. After losing Connor, that's something of a compensation. I thought you were all... Oh, you're building barricades. I thought you were all just kneeling down and going to stay there as long as it took. This is like a last stand, isn't it? I don't like the look of this at all. Okay, come on.
We've got to finish the barricade. Come on, help me.
How? I don't understand how a barricade's going to help. Alright, reinforce the barricade. Is this part of the barricade? Oh, I see, I'm taking this with us. Just help me uproot this thing, because we're immensely strong being androids. Together now. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Right,
that should do it.
Is that it?
We all know that's not going to stop them.
That's what I said.
Just hope it buys us some time.
I know it was not an easy decision to make, but I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
Ah, Josh now approves. I'd be curious to know what North feels. Where is she? Send a message to the journalists. Support your people. Alright. I'm going to go and send a message to the journos first. How do I do that?
Many of our people have fallen.
In a bit. I want to do this bit first.
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
Is this the thing that's going to send the message? Yes, it is.
There's some journalists over there.
Yep.
We have to make sure they know what's going on.
Okay, it's one of those projector things, isn't it? Good. What's the message going to be? We're alive. Surely that's the thing, isn't it? Yes, public opinion likes that. And approves of Jericho too. Alright. I've got to check the soldiers' positions and support my people. Next on my list, I'm going to go over here, which I think is checking the soldiers' positions. Hey, North.
This won't hold them for long, but I guess it's better than nothing.
I think he could do with your support at this point. He just needs some reassurance. Let's talk about other groups.
I lost all contact with the people at the camps. I can't hear their voices anymore.
Maybe the humans have scrambled our network.
Possibly so.
Maybe they just can't get through.
Oh man. Let's talk about regrets.
Did I make the right choices? Maybe we could have avoided all this.
You're the hope of our people. I trust you.
Good. That's
we
what
all trust you.
I think that's what he needs at the moment.
No matter what happens now, we're making history.
That is true. Okay, she's very sincere. That's obvious. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. I've had one happy ending for Kara and Alice and Luther. I've had one not so happy ending for Connor, although it's led to this,
Marcus!
I think.
Marcus, come look!
Marcus? Come to talk to you, Marcus.
Isn't it our friendly FBI man?
Come on. You have my word. try anything.
Don't go. It's a trap. They want to get you out in the open. Don't go, Marcus.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Don't make me choose game.
I'm not armed, Marcus. I just want to talk.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, Marcus, which is probably a considerable distance in your case. I'm going to refuse.
I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, it's true.
Free our people, then we'll talk.
I came here to negotiate. Isn't that what you want?
I don't trust him. Oh, God, I'm going to accept it.
I need to hear what he has to say.
I'm going to regret this, aren't I? You better not.
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
I mean, if they do kill Marcus, the sacrifice element of it is going to be inevitable, isn't it? It'll just be seen as an act of aggression. Marcus, you've been their public enemy #1 for a while now. Go on then.
In a few minutes, the troops will be ordered to charge. None of you will survive. It'll all be over. You can avoid that, Marcus.
What do you mean?
Surrender. Surrender, and I give you my word, your life will be spared. You'll be detained, but none of you will be destroyed.
You trust him? Ask for guarantees.
If I accept your offer, how do I know you'll keep your word?
You're not in any position to be demanding guarantees, Marcus. All you can do right now is decide whether you want to trust me or not.
So you're not afraid?
I'm not afraid to die. If I have to give my life for what I believe in, then I won't have lived in vain.
That android.
Yes.
You seem to really care about her.
Oh no.
You don't want her to die, do you? You know, you could both be free. You could forget about all this. You could start a new life someplace else. Just
this guy would say anything, wouldn't he? Come on,
Your
Marcus.
hands, Marcus. Just say the word and she'll be spared.
You know what North would say. Betray people?
You asking me to betray my people?
Yes.
I am offering you the chance to save your people.
No, you're not.
You're not walking out of here, Marcus. The only thing you can save now are the lives of those around you.
I'm going to refuse your kind offer.
I'd rather die here than betray my people.
Well, you just signed your own death warrant.
I'm not sure what else I could have done there. I mean, if he'd agreed, it would have betrayed them. They're all going to die anyway. You wouldn't trust that guy. I don't think anyone would have trusted that guy. I think they would have all told you to do exactly what you've just done.
What happened, Marcus? What did he say?
Speech time. Come on, Marcus.
The humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid. If we must die today, then we will die free.
Jericho has just gone up in people's opinion, and the attack has begun. Oh no! I thought we got Cara and Alice and Luther. Oh no. Oh no. Please. Oh God. It's not over. There's still a chance I can get them all killed. Alright, okay, what's next?
Excuse me, what's going on?
Border control. All passengers must leave the bus. Please move along.
Didn't you know this existed? I didn't know this existed. I suppose it's fairly obvious, wasn't it? The bus was just leaving Detroit. There was bound to be some sort of inspection at the border with Canada. Welcome to Canada.
This way, please.
Just get in the queue. We are controlling all passengers to detect androids. They've got scanners.
We're doing temperature checks. We're trapped.
What are we gonna do, Kara?
Oh, no, no, no.
Hey, Alice, we'll be fine.
How? How will we be fine? Talk.
We can't get through, Kara.
We can. We're going to.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
We can't let them stop us. Not that we're so close. All that matters now is you and Alice.
No, 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 Luther. What are you going to do?
I can save you, Kara.
No. No, find another way.
If there's no other way, I'll do it.
I know you will. I don't want you to. Family path unlocked. Oh, L1.
Next, please.
Jerry?
Oh.
You risked your life to save us, Kara.
Yeah. She did.
If you and the little girl need me, I'll be there.
Oh, and we've got possible assistance from Jerry. Passport control.
ID, please.
I see. We hand over ID. Oh, and then he does a thermal scan. And then he says, yep, you're a human.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Off you go. Have a nice day. What else do we have over here? Is that Rose?
Rose?
What's she doing here? Ah. Restrooms are unlocked. We can go in the restrooms. She's
Wait for me. I won't be long.
going to meet Rose in the restroom. She's going to meet... She's taking Alice. They're going to meet Rose in the restroom.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
Excuse me, shuffling.
My daughter needs to go to the bathroom.
Come on, you can't be suspicious of that. People need the toilet. Rose, you're going to have to have something really helpful to say here. They've just found an android out there. And we've got a dead android. Come on, Kara, we've come a long way. Don't cry. This isn't the end. Why did Rose motion for you to meet her here? She did, didn't she? Come on. Hey Rose, you better have some brilliant ideas here.
Are you safe? I was terrified. I thought
What do we do?
you'd have been killed. Thank God you're all right.
Yes, yes. Departure.
You're leaving Detroit?
They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in.
What about the others?
They're crossing the river as we speak. Adam and I are going to meet them on the other side.
Of course. Of course, Alice.
Rose. If anything should happen,
I'll be there, Kara.
Unlocked. We'd better talk about control.
they're checking for androids. We won't make it through.
You have to. You know what they'll do if they catch you.
How's she going to do that? They're shooting the androids that they're catching. Let's talk about brother.
You gave me your brother's address.
Yes.
Do you think that
Of course. He'd be delighted to have you. We're going there too. You'll be safe with him.
We've got to get there first. Rose. We're going to have to talk about revolution, aren't we?
What's happening with Marcus?
He's protesting peacefully outside one of the android camps. Whatever happens now, he's already made the history books.
Alright, now we need to depart. This is going to be so risky. I have no idea what's going to happen. I really haven't. I thought everyone was pretty much guaranteed to be safe until I saw what happened to Connor. And now I don't think any of them are safe. Okay. We can't stay in here. We've got to get out there. Let's go. What's the situation in the queues? Hey. Luther.
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted
Hey,
to help you guys.
Adam.
Seeing what Marcus is doing made me realize she was right. You're alive. You deserve to be free. I just hope people will realize that one day.
That's great. You should be proud of your son. Never too late. It's probably what his mother always hoped he would say, how he would turn out. Whoa, why are we marching up here? I mean, Lucy, you're such a big guy. You sort of attract attention anyway. You know? Make a decision. We're not going to sacrifice anyone. We're just going to do it and trust to fate. Here we go, game. It's been a while, hasn't it, getting them to this point? Come on. Come on, don't let me down.
ID, please.
Yeah, the ID is fine. How do we get past this? How do we do it? How do we do this? How do we do this? Oh man.
Please. We just want to be free.
Yes.
Welcome to Canada.
Yes! They've made it! And it was seeing Marcus's peaceful protest on the TV that swayed him. It has had an effect on public opinion. It said it was. They've made it, Rose, and it's all because of you. Alice is happy, Luther is happy, Kara's happy, obviously.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit.
Oh no.
Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the deviants' demonstration by force this time.
North!
Any of them going to survive? Ooh, I did push the button. I wasn't expecting to have to intervene there. It caught me a little bit by surprise. Are we all going to die here? Are we all going to die? He's dead. Oh. Did we just catch a bullet? I think we did. Oh gosh. He's trying to save as many as he can. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, game. It's not going to happen, is it? Oh, now we're willing to take it to them. Don't kill him. That was close. This is the last stand, isn't it? No. No. Our 4 main characters in this group have survived. Do you know what? We're going to give North a kiss. Let's end it on a high note. Let's cement their relationship. Our star-crossed lovers. Oh. Public opinion
Stand down.
has just skyrocketed. That was a totally human action, wasn't it?
This footage of 2 androids kissing as they are about to die has moved the whole country.
Or are they a form of life that we didn't want to acknowledge?
Are deviants capable of emotion?
And if they feel emotions, must we now consider them as living beings in their own right?
President Warren is said to have intervened personally to spare the androids.
The peaceful demonstration of the deviants and the dignity of Markus, their leader, has won them sympathy from parts of the population.
Public opinion's going up.
Called for the android destruction to be suspended until further notice. I have also ordered a Senate Select Committee to review the facts, establish contact with the deviants, and determine if they can be considered as a new form of intelligent life.
Well done, President Warren.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are. To tell them that we are people too. In fact, we're a nation that has earned the right to live in freedom. And today begins the most challenging moment in our fight. The moment where we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans are both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive! And now, we are free!
Gosh, so many of them did survive. In the camps. When they lost contact with them, it wasn't because they'd been eliminated. It was because the government was blocking their transmissions. Wow, look at this for a scene. This is so cleverly done. Oh, please. This has got to be an ending, hasn't it?
It's over, Alice. We're free.
Do you know, I keep moving this camera backwards and forwards like there's no tomorrow. I apologise for me skipping backwards and forwards across the screen. I don't usually do that. Hi there. So when I spoke at the beginning of the video, wondering whether this was going to be the last episode and thinking perhaps it wasn't, I was actually incorrect there, and it did turn out to be the end of the story. We didn't save Connor, although Connor died very nobly, and I think without Connor's death, looking back on it, we wouldn't have had the very happy endings that we had for Markus and the massive androids, and of course Luther, Kara and Alice have made it to Canada, although bizarrely they can now, if they want, come back to the United States and take their place again amongst the other androids and reunite with them. So I think on the whole we did pretty well. I know that those people who've played the game already will be speculating and thinking, well, yeah, but there was loads missing, and we've mentioned this already, that Connor's storyline could have been instrumental in different ways. I know that there are multiple possible endings to this game, and the branching in it is immense. Some of them converge again at various points. This I do understand, but the immense replayability of this game lies in the fact that there are so many places where you could have taken different decisions and gone off in directions that are hitherto unexplored. So I am actually thinking that I will replay Detroit Become Human. I think many people who bought the game and played it once through did actually decide that they would do the same, I suspect. I'm really pleased actually that I managed to get 2/3 of a really properly good ending. I think you would regard that as a good ending, even though Connor wasn't part of it. Maybe it was always going to be impossible. I don't know. I will do some reading at some point, but not if I'm going to replay the game again, because I don't want to spoil it. I don't know if it's actually possible for all three of the main characters to survive in what you would call productive happy endings. I really don't know. It's a bit sad that we didn't get to see any more of Hank. I'm a little sad that we didn't actually find out what happened to Todd's biological daughter in the end. We didn't see Kamski get his comeuppance. That would have been really poetic justice for him to have been dragged into this, away from this position that he'd given himself as being above it all, and this was beneath his concern. It was nothing to do with him. That would have been nice. But I think overall I'm pretty satisfied with the ending. So yeah, good. Thanks for staying with me for it. Now, the other thing, of course, at the start of the video I said, if this turns out to be a really short episode, then I'll do the bit where I include looking into the extras and also giving Chloe some time to chat, because I've never actually explored what it is she says. I've only heard snippets of it, and I generally preferred to edit it out as the episodes went on, rather than you sit through seeing something that you've seen before with her. So I think I've seen her interactions, some of them, before I've edited them away, so I know she's got a personality. And since we did get to meet her in the story, and since she was fairly instrumental actually, as it turned out, it was my as the player, knowledge of Chloe as something more than just another android in the story, which probably influenced my decision to not have Connor shoot her. Since she is this personality within the story, I think it only right that I do that. So there will be one additional video to look for. I'm not sure what I will call it yet, but it'll have a similar title to all the other ones that I've done for the series. It'll be in my playlist, and it will be about the extras that are found on the game, and also the chance for Chloe to speak and be heard. Okay, one last thing then. Thank you ever so much for staying with me during this journey. I've immensely enjoyed it. I've thought it was superb. It's a great story. I shall certainly be looking at the publisher to see what else they have done, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed being part of the journey, even though you were probably shouting at your monitors or screens at some point saying, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? It was good, wasn't it? Thanks for watching then. Bye.